Hi, it's John, Close Enough Garage. Where you guys been? No, it's been me. We've been right here. So about 4 weeks ago, maybe 5, tried to start this engine for the first time. It just turned over, wouldn't start, had spark. So we ran through, are you 180 out? Nope. Are you getting fuel? Yep. Are you getting spark? Yep. We went through absolutely everything, right? And that was myself and the engine builder that night. And after really going through it, diagnosing everything, um, uh, it's internal timing is what I come up with. But kudos to my neighbor Len, good friend and neighbor. The first night he said, "I believe it's internal timing," and I didn't disregard him, but that in my brain it was a little premature because it being a brand new engine. So we went through it. I went through it. My nephew come by, who's a licensed mechanic for big equipment, and he rebuilds old tractors, flatheads. He said, "I don't know." I was told so many times, "I don't know," and we didn't know. So to get to the bottom of it, I took all this off, took the head off it, took the timing chain cover off it, and here's what I've discovered. And I wouldn't have discovered that without the 1949 engine I have out back as an extra. Took that timing cover off and notice the gear was different. If you look right here, you can see this is out of the manual from 1946 to 1947. It's the Chrysler Plymouth service manual. You can see dot to dot. It's correct for timing. You see this keyway right here and this keyway right here. This keyway times the crankshaft to the cam. Here's the problem. The new gears don't have that. They have this. So when you use this to time that, next slide, please, you get this. See where that is? Now that is for your timing pulley. They don't have a dampener. They're internally timed. You see dot to dot? This needs to be about 8 gears. From here to here needs to be about 8 gears around. You can see what happens. So when you put your timing pulley on here, go ahead and change. Your timing mark now is at 9 o'clock. It should be at noon. So when you bring this up to noon, what happens? The piston is at the bottom. You're never going to start an engine trying to time it with the piston at the bottom, and I wouldn't have known it if we didn't take the heads off and check the timing marks. Next slide. Here's what an engine should look like timed correctly. You see the white mark there, its timing mark is up. Exhaust valve, intake valve, and piston are all up, top, dead center, and cleared. Before we discovered that, this piston was at the bottom and the exhaust valve was open, not the intake. You see how that intake valve right there is just barely cracked open? That is proper timing. 6 and 1 travel together. Number 6 is up. Number 1 is up. That's where we're at now. So if you see that part and you come around here to look at the front of the motor, which you can't see because I put all this back on, but if you look down in there, my timing mark is top dead center. See the pointer? See the red line? But if you were to look at the timing marks on the cam gear and on the crankshaft gear, they are 180 out. And another way you can tell that that's correct is that if you look inside your distributor and you set your oil pump correct, number 1 is about 7 o'clock. So your number 1 spark plug wire is going to hit at about the 7 o'clock spot. See it right there, number 1. So now what's left, we're going to do a little priming. We're going to get some oil pressure up. And we're going to try to start this motor. Okay, so everything's primed. Coolant's in it. Let's Let's just see how we do. Give a little bit of fuel. As you can tell, my starter's really hot. Where were we? Okay. It's my jerry rig throttle. RPM. 1800. Oil pressure. Cool it. Way too much. That's about perfect right there. We'll fill it again. $128, that's perfect. 141 on the head. Temp probe's not working. Temp probe's not working. That was Temperature. Getting too hot. Good oil pressure. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get 200, kill it. Well, we got to 200 degrees. That's way too hot. Still quiet. It's still climbing because the internal temperature now is. We're at 193 on top of that cylinder head. That's number 6. That's the hottest one. Takes the longest for the temp to get there. We're at 1. We're at 230 internal, still climbing. This fan should be on. Why isn't the fan on? Why isn't this fan on? All right, we're gonna make it come on. I don't understand. Oh, that fan ain't on. Give me a small pair of vice grips out of there, Trav. Second drawer, second long drawer. Top box, second drawer. Long drawer. Right under the screwdriver. Give me the small ones. You hear the relay working. I don't know why it's not working. I don't have the answers. It did work. We had great oil pressure. We're at 250 degrees internally. Way too hot, but we are moving coolant. That's going to happen when you shut it down. RPM's 2,500 is about the highest I've seen it. 3,000 would be a max for this old motor right here. It does run. We're gonna have to get it so it'll idle a little better. We're gonna set a timing light on it and see if we can't bring those internal temperatures down. Maybe bring it towards the door more to get some cold air. It probably ran 5 or 6. The fan's working. Our temp's going way back the other way. The fan is working. We're at 250 internal. Now we're down to 240 and falling. So the fan is working. We're cooling. And the pressure still should be moving coolant. I don't like it to get that hot. But it's got to be in that probe right there because you can see it's working. So that's where we've been trying to get it running. Will it run again after this? I don't know. But that's where we're at. Let's thanks for watching.